everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. I'm your host, Lasan Faye, and here before us we have our Grey Warden, Faisarana, who managed to defeat the odds. And standing next to him is King Alistair, and Queen Honora is off over here on the side. I know I left y'all on such a terrible cliffhanger last time, but let's go ahead. We'll talk to people one last time.
So, we made it. I'm impressed, aren't you? The odds were completely against one of us actually getting to the Archdemon. But of course you would make it. I knew you would.
It could have been you, but you'd be dead.
Still alive. I guess Riordan was wrong?
I swear you know about this, because you asked me. So, Morgan saved me.
I had no idea. I suppose that makes sense. Speaking of Morrigan, do you know where she went? I'm told she vanished right after the battle. No goodbyes or anything.
Well, I'm hunting her for a reason. I don't know where she went, but I'll find her.
Good riddance, I say. At
Hey
any
now.
rate, I can see Arleman giving me that look. More king stuff, I suppose. It can never wait. And if I don't get the chance some other time, thanks. For everything.
This is hardly goodbye.
You're leaving, aren't you? And I'm not. I guess we'll see how things play out. But this certainly feels like an ending. At least for now. I'll let you get to your adoring public. They want to see the hero of Ferelden, and who am I to keep them waiting?
I don't know, but your voice certainly carries. Hello, Honora.
Allow me to offer you my personal congratulations, Warden. I must admit that while I did not share my father's pessimism regarding the Grey Wardens, I had my doubts that such a small number of you could be victorious. Yet here you are.
Here I am.
Normally I would call that bravado, but it seems your confidence is deserved. Tell me something. Is Alistair always like that?
Like what?
Well, he answers every serious question with a jest. Is that normal? I have yet to hear him speak on any matter more serious than what the cooks are making for dinner. I fear my initial suspicions will prove correct. Oh well. His heart is in the right place. In that he reminds me of Kaelin, which is no failing. Now I see Arl Eamon gesturing to me. There is more work to be done. I must take my leave of you, I fear. Enjoy the rest of the celebration, Warden. I shall speak to you again before the day is done.
So you'll speak to me again, but Alistair won't. What is this madness? Also, Eamon, what is it with you and, like, calling away everyone who I want to talk to? Oh, Shale rendered badly. I'm sorry, everyone. I have tried to reload a couple of times, but the only way I can think to fix it is to fight the Archdemon again, and I really don't want to do that. So, I'm sorry, we'll have to deal with this.
So it survived after all. My impression that all creatures made of flesh were hopelessly squishy was, premature.
You're right about most people.
No doubt. It has proven to me, however, that fleshiness does not automatically mean squishiness.
Oh no, I'm squishy.
It has made me revise my opinion of its kind, my kind. I am, or at least was, a dwarf. A creature of flesh. I have to keep reminding myself that. In fact, I think I may even try to become one again.
Come again?
Wynne has offered to accompany me to Tevinter to speak with the mages there. The Circle of Minrathrus has the largest collection of arcane knowledge in Thedas. If it is possible to reverse this process, then the knowledge to do so will be there, or that is my hope. And if not, then I will keep looking. I have nothing if not time, yes?
I suppose that's true.
I intend to return eventually, unless I finally decide to destroy all pigeons everywhere. That may take a while, but otherwise I will come back.
Good
If
to hear.
it happens to one day see a tiny little dwarf who appears very nervous of being squished, that will be me. Until then, I wish it well. You have been a fine friend.
No, thank you, Shale. I'm really sorry that you didn't render well. Eamon, what on earth?
It is over. I can barely believe it. You stopped the Civil War and then defeated the Blight.
Yes.
On behalf of Ferelden, allow me to say thank you. It truly cannot be said enough.
Didn't have a lot of choice.
But of course you did. We all have a choice, ultimately. It's what we do anyhow that counts. It's too bad that you aren't remaining here in the capital. The hero of Ferelden would have influence, but I understand. Myself, I will be remaining here to help Alistair. Tegan will take over the rule of Redcliffe, at least for the time being. Connor misses his mother, but he seems well enough. The young are so resilient. I will need to send him to the Circle of Magi, however.
Yes.
There is no way around it. Perhaps he will become a Grey Warden one day. Tell me, have you noticed anything strange about the lad? He seems quiet.
Consider what he's been through.
You are no doubt correct. It is my imagination, I am sure. But here I am rambling on. I shall let you get back to your celebration, Warden. Enjoy it while you can.
I can't talk to you, can't talk to them. Alright, Irving. Look at me now.
It is very strange to hear so many speak of a mage in such glowing terms. Deserved, of course, but still not what I am accustomed to. Allow me to offer you my congratulations and my thanks. The tower is now nearly restored to order. It could have been so much worse.
Indeed. It almost was.
Indeed. Let us hope the people never realize how close we came to disaster. It pleases me to see such a young pupil achieve prominence. I look forward to watching what you accomplish next. Now, I should leave you to your celebration. Uldred's revolt has left me very quick to tire these days. Retirement will come soon, I think.
Okay then. Alright, Leliana.
So here we are. The conquering hero has won the day, and now he takes his bow and exits the stage. A fine ending.
But this isn't a play.
Isn't it? We had danger, we had victory, and many characters. Truly, I could not have borne witness to a better play had it been on a stage.
I could have died!
I can't help now but think of my vision. The Maker sent me to help you, and look what you did. It's a miracle. It truly is. I've been asked by the Chantry to return to the Urn of Sacred Ashes. I need to make sure it's protected. Maybe pilgrims can even begin going there again.
Well, it's poisoned. So... at the very least, the rumors of it healing people will disappear quickly. But if that's what you want to do, congratulations. Sounds like fun.
I expect to leave a month from now, with a small army of Templars and priests. It will be a grand adventure of my very own. I'm looking forward to it. At any rate, you should get back to the celebration. We can speak another time.
Uh-huh. Alright, Zebra next.
I will be relieved when all this pomp and ceremony is done. Such events are perfect opportunities for assassins, after all. I can't help but expect the crows to appear at any moment, which would be a welcome break, mind you.
You think the crows will still come after you?
Eventually. With Taliesin dead, it may take them time to figure out what has happened. But they are like the tides, predictable. You know, it does occur to me that staying in one place is only going to invite the crows to find me that much quicker. While fun, that might eventually get complicated. You said earlier that you are planning on leaving soon. Is that true?
You want to come along?
You tend to get up to interesting things. You meet interesting people and then you kill them. I'm game to tag along if you are.
Sure, why not?
And I promise not to get you into too much trouble. Well, no more than you get me into, anyhow.
Considering I dragged you to an
since we're going to be
archdemon.
leaving together, we can speak after you have been sufficiently paraded in front of the populace. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on you and make sure no one gets a clear shot. Not without paying me a great deal of coin, anyhow.
Alright. Win.
The hero of Ferelden. My. How does it feel?
I need a better name.
Alistair's idea, I understand. Which should explain much. But it's not so bad, is it? A blight defeated with the other nations barely becoming aware. Who could ask for better?
Wonder how long that level lasts.
Until you do something wrong. And then they will enjoy tearing you down just as rapidly. I'm
so
glad
fairly
not to
quick.
be on the receiving end of all this attention myself. I say, let the young have their fame. Not that I've gone without notice. Irving asked me to take over as first enchanter, but I don't wish to go back. Not after all this. Instead, I've decided to travel. Shale has expressed a desire to go to Devinter to look into a way to regain her mortality. And I will join her.
Alright. Sounds like fun.
I understand you will be leaving. I wish you good fortune on your journeys, wherever they may take you. If we do not see each other again, live well, Warden. And thank you.
Alright. That's Win. Is that Bun Wolf? Hi, Bun Wolf! I can't talk to you. Aww.
It is good to see you again, Kadan.
Hi, Sten.
These people, they call you hero. It is a strange word, but I think I understand its meaning. The Arishok on occasion has declared a Kunari to be Kunoran Vel, one who serves as an example to others. Such examples are always made after their death, however, a death in service to the Kyun. A living Kunoran Vel would be too proud.
Do the Canary celebrate and put on parades?
When a Kunoran Vale is declared, certainly. It is one of few occasions when the Kunari are permitted to engage in revelry. There is imbibing of spirits, public chanting, meditations abandoned. It is madness.
Wow, I didn't think y'all could enjoy yourselves.
We take great joy in every aspect of our lives. The Kyun demands it. I suppose I should tell you. I have decided to return to my people. Your quest is done, and thus so is my reason for accompanying you.
Fair enough. That'll be a long trip home.
Yes. It will be difficult to travel alone, after so much time spent with companions. It must be said, you found my sword and gave me a chance to restore my honor. I owe you a great debt.
You helped me out as well. It's been good.
It has. That one of the Baz, a foreigner, would become known as Kadan to me. Unthinkable. Yet here it is. Perhaps I shall see you again one day. Until then, may you always find the path you seek. Farewell, Kadan.
Thanks, Sten. And Ogren, of course. Near the drinks. Hey, that's Felsi.
Humans have a better taste for spirits than I thought. The ale up here is actually good. Orzammar ale tastes like dirt in comparison. Probably because they put dirt in it. Go figure.
Enjoying yourself already, I see.
After what we went through, I think I've earned it. I think you've earned it. So I guess you're heading off soon, huh? Leaving the city?
That's the plan. Oh, hey, cool. That
I'm
actually is
thinking
a
I'll
response.
stick around myself. At least for a bit. I'm getting used to that big sky up there. And I'm thinking I might just look up Felsi again. See where that goes.
She's standing right next to you. Treat her well.
Yeah, I'd better. She throws me out and shacks up with some poetess. I don't think my ego could take it.
Considering that's what your last
Well,
wife did.
enough babbling. That pot-bellied son of a whore Tegan said I'd pass out before drinking an entire barrel of pickle juice. I aim to prove him wrong.
I'll let you do that then.
It's been good traveling with you, Warden. Don't get lost in the shuffle now.
Alright. So, to the adoring public.
Are you ready, my lord? The crowds outside are getting restless.
Alright, let's go.
Right. I'll take you there now. Follow me.
In the months that followed their wedding, Alistair and Honora fell into the routine of ruling Ferelden. Honora was a skilled governor, adept at matters of court, and more than willing to spend her time judging matters of law from the throne. And Alistair was quite happy to let her do so. He traveled frequently, making personal appearances that delighted commoners to no end. Rumors that the urn of sacred ashes had been found and that it was used to heal Arl Eamon of his poisoning circulated in Ferelden. In the months following the Darkspawn defeat, slowly at first and then with growing frequency as the Grand Cleric failed to deny them. Once the Chantry made several attempts to verify the rumors, however, there came an official decree that no resting place for the ashes has been found. If the urn of sacred ashes was in those ruins once, it is no longer. Following the months of effort, the Tower of the Circle of Magi was finally cleansed to the last spirits to slip through the veil. No further abominations were created, and First Enchanter Irving was pleased to declare the circle safe. All that could be saved had been. With the slavers shut down in the alienage, the lot of city-born elves improved for a time. The new king even named the local elder to his personal court, a scandal amongst the humans, but a sign of new hope for the elves. Shiani continued to be an outspoken member of the alienage community, and in time became the new elder. That outspokenness earned her frequent trouble, but served her people well. Arl Eamon remained in Denerim for some time, acting as the chancellor and chief advisor to King Alistair. Tegan ruled over Redcliffe in his stead, and was surprised to find himself well loved by the villagers, who were still grateful for the nights he spent defending their lives. In time, Eamon abdicated in favor of his brother, an event that locals greeted with approval and enthusiasm. The tavern in Redcliffe Village, now run by Bella, was renamed the Grey Warden's Rest. It echoes with tales of how the hero Ferelden saved the village and healed Arl Eamon with the sacred ashes of Andraste. Few believed such tall tales could possibly be true. The Dalish elves prospered after the siege at Denerim, having earned much respect for their part in the battle. For once, human lands welcomed the wandering folk. Zathrian remained keeper of his clan for many years more, until finally he realized that the world was changing too quickly for him to keep pace. He constantly argued with the human court, increasing tensions until one day he simply vanished. The Dalish searched for him, but it was obvious that he had left of his own volition and did not intend to return. In Orzammar, King Balin quickly proved himself a reformer. Trade with the surface lands increased, and caste restrictions were loosened. The casteless were permitted to take arms against the Darkspawn in exchange for new freedoms. For the first time in generations, the line in the Deep Roads was pushed back, and a few taigs were reclaimed. Balin's reforms quickly found him enemies with the warrior and noble castes, however, and after several assassination attempts, the assembly was dissolved. The king then ruled alone, some said as a tyrant, others said as a visionary determined to drag Orzammar into the modern world. The dwarven mage Dagna ultimately completed her studies at the rebuilt circle tower on the surface. Eventually she published a comprehensive theory of how lyrium vapors relate to the supply of magic. It gained a great deal of attention. This inspired mages from other parts of Thedas to establish a new circle of magi in Orzammar itself, one that had ready access to dwarven lyrium, and lies outside of the Chantry's power completely. The willingness of Orzammar to harbor apostates sparked outrage that had begun whispers that the Divine was contemplating a new exalted march. Oops. Although the Anvil of the Void was destroyed, rumors about its location crept into Orzammar. Years later, thanks to the defeat of the Darkspawn on the surface, a few determined smiths managed to locate the Anvil's remains. They examined the ruins of the Anvil, and upon returning to Orzammar with their findings, convinced the Shaper to attempt to recreate Caridin's research. A new golem was created, bound with a spirit taken from the Fade. The golem immediately went insane, killing several Shapers before it was destroyed. The research was branded excessively dangerous and sealed away. Whispers of its existence circulated throughout Orzammar, however, and demand among the smith caste to reopen Caridin's research refused to abate. As good as her word, Morgan disappeared once the archdemon was slain. Somewhat of Morgan's description was seen traveling alone months later, heading west through the Frostback Mountains, and she may have even been with child. There was no word on her after that. With Flemeth dead, or at least gone, the chances of tracking her down were slim indeed. One cannot help but wonder, however, what has become of the child? What were Morgan's plans? These questions must remain a mystery, for now. Both Vi and the companions who helped defeat the Blight eventually scattered to the four winds, drawn either by personal duty or the call to further adventure. Circumstance dictated that they would not see each other again, at least for a time. As the blighted lands began to heal and the Grey Wardens slowly rebuilt the Order in Amaranthine, they discovered that the fight against the Darkspawn was not yet complete. Although the Horde was routed and had dissolved upon the Archdemon's death, many of the more powerful Darkspawns survived to organize roving war bands that preyed both upon the land and upon each other. These war bands spread havoc, and some even journeyed west into Orlais and crossed the Shining Sea by the deep roads. They proved incredibly difficult to wipe out. But these tales are yet to be told. This tale ended when Vi sank his blade into the Archdemon's head and destroyed it forever. It was not the last that Ferelden would hear of him, however. Alright, so, for those wondering, while the credits are rolling, I am planning on doing the DLC for this. And my intent is to start Awakening and start posting that, whatever the next time I would upload an episode for this Let's Play would be. And so there's that to look forward to. So that will be around. I'm planning on doing, at the very minimum, Awakening and Witch Hunt. If I receive enough requests, I might also do Leliana's Song, or any of the other DLC. One of them would actually be Blind. I have not done Golem's Amargarak, however that's pronounced. But I have done the rest of them. And so, yeah. At the very least, y'all will get to see Awakening and Witch Hunt, which are the two plot-relevant ones going forward in the series. And I do also intend to do Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition on this channel. But that will come at its own time, I guess. And of course, once I finish Awakening and Witch Hunt, I may take, like, a little bit of time off just to kind of build up a buffer and then start Dragon Age 2. So, yeah, I want to thank y'all so much for watching this Let's Play, and I guess I will see you next time for the start of Awakening. And I would let the credits play, pretty as they are. But I think this video has gone on long enough, and there's plenty of people who have the full credits up. So, anyways, take care, have fun, happy trails.